Welcome to M6C TV. Now guys, I think this video is long and overdue, and I do just want to sit down with you guys and talk about this. And even if there is just one person out there watching this video that takes something away from this video, I know I've achieved something. And yeah, I just want to say at the start of this as well, this video isn't for attention, it's not for sympathy. I just generally want to sit down and share this experience with you guys. And also, after yesterday, everything that was said on social media, on Twitter, I don't want anybody to come off this video and think, oh, they shouldn't have said that, and go and give people hate or anything like that after what was said yesterday. I don't want anyone to be dishing out hate to the people that were nasty to me yesterday. I just want it left where it is. Just, yeah, it's gone now. But I do want to sit down and talk about it nevertheless. Not just that, things that have been said to me over the last couple of weeks, and just things in general and my experience over these years on this journey so far. So first of all, internet hate can be given to anybody at any given time, no matter who you are, whether you're the most famous person in the world or no one really knows you. Anyone can get internet hate, whether that's a comment on social media, whether that's a private DM. It might be a private DM, maybe other people won't even see it. Generally, most of the hate that I get is actually given to me publicly on social media, so other people do see it. But I know some people that will get it through private DMs, so other people might not see it. Now, it is cyberbullying, it is hate, and it's not acceptable, but it doesn't stop people from doing it. Ever since I started my YouTube channel in 2016, when I was 15 years old, I have received internet hate. And the more followers I get, the more subscribers I get, the more articles I publish, I just think that hate's going to get bigger. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be someone that's jealous of you, someone that doesn't like what you're doing, someone that disagrees, and they'll always bring it onto a personal level. Now, I always say in football is for having discussions, it's for sitting there, talking, giving your opinions, and it's good to have debates with people. That's what football's about. But when people start to bring that onto a personal level, that's not okay. When people verbally attack you, that is not okay. When people just generally give thoughts, put things out there just to be nasty and has no reasoning behind it, that is not okay. But as I said, it won't stop people from doing it, and people continue to do it. Now, I've always been one person that's always said and learned through getting this hate, if you react, you're fueling them people that are giving you that hate, because they want a reaction, they crave that reaction, because at the end of the day, they are people that are not very nice people to give out that hate in the first place. When they get a reaction that fuels that for them, that's like they get a kick out of that, which is weird, I know, but it's just the way some people are, unfortunately. And when they start to get fueled by the hate they are giving out, that's what they want, they crave that, that's brilliant for them. However, I've always learned not to react, but sometimes you do react, and you shouldn't be afraid to react sometimes. As I said, yeah, it's not always the best thing because they think that's brilliant, that's like a big laugh to them and a joke, but at the end of the day, I sometimes feel like, yeah, you should react to some things now and again, not always, but sometimes, and it's sometimes just to get your point across and have that discussion, because sometimes things are just unacceptable to the point that you do need to step in and stand up for yourself, and there will always be other people that might stand up for you too. Now, obviously yesterday, I went out on social media just to find 2 football tickets for me and my dad to go to an away game coming up in the next couple of weeks, and yeah, I was just generally looking for football tickets, and obviously I got quite a few comments, nasty comments off that. Now, yesterday it shocked me, you know, like, it honestly takes you back sometimes how some people can give out such nasty comments for no apparent reason. you might not have even ever met that person before, and they're making a judgment on you or saying something that's completely irrelevant and completely untrue, but it doesn't stop them saying it. They think that's funny. And then it's like a few weeks ago, I received a lot of hate off a video that I did at the Carabao Cup final. People were telling me to die just because I was being a passionate fan, giving my view and reacting to a game in the way I wanted to. People were actually telling me to die because of that. And it's absolutely crazy, some of the reactions you do get off things sometimes that are completely uncalled for and untriggered. Like, if you put out something like derogatory or something actually unacceptable and someone gave you hate, that would be understandable. But when you're actually putting stuff out there that is just basic things that you should hope that people at the same fan base could help and support you with, and they're giving you hate through that, it's absolutely unbelievable. And I've sat here and said it a few weeks ago, there is many people in that Chelsea fan base that I will never ever be able to agree with and like it's as simple as that, really. It's such a shame that we've got some so-called fans. I can't do no hands because I've got the microphone. It's absolutely unbelievable that we've got some so-called fans part of our fan base that are just so rude and unbelievable. Yeah, it absolutely bewilders me sometimes, you know? Like, I actually hate standing around these kinds of people at football games. Like, it disgusts me, some of the things that come out of them lads' mouths, you know? And you know something, I don't actually get that much hate off females. It just seems to be the boys. And it's quite clear that quite a lot of the lads that do give me hate are just trying to fit in with their mates, trying to fit in with the lads, when really they're just embarrassing themselves and making themselves look like absolute fools. Like, I wonder how people's families and people that are potentially going to give them jobs in the future actually feel if they saw some of the things that these people are coming out with. And this is across all basis. When I get hate, if you're some of the people that I get hate off, if they're putting out them public comments, they don't realise how they're necessarily representing themselves as a person by putting that stuff out, and how that could come back to haunt them in the near future. Because at the end of the day, what you put out on social media, everyone can see that, people can screen grab that, people have got that, and it's absolutely unreal, the hate that people give. And it's also like just generally in real life, like when people are giving hate to celebrities and stuff, potential employees that could potentially give them a job in the future, if they see that, how are they going to think about that person, you know? It is unbelievable. But I suppose it's just a general message. Never ever feel embarrassed or ashamed if you get internet hate. Like, it's something that I think some people sometimes think when someone gets hate, like, or they'd feel embarrassed if they got a comment like that to them. Like, some of the things that I was called yesterday, I didn't feel embarrassed or ashamed of. Like, if some of the things like people say to me, at the end of the day, if they want to say that, that's their choice, you know? But I just want to say this and look in the camera right now and say, I've never ever stopped doing or stop chasing my dreams just because of what someone said. I've got a goal, I'll chase that, and that nothing will stop me. It's as simple as that. It's like when I was at the Carabao Cup final a few weeks ago. A lot of people gave me hate. Some people told me to die. A few weeks later, when I'm on Channel 4, your actions speak louder than words. You don't even really need to say that much to these people. At the end of the day, I think you just need to prove them wrong. And it's something that I don't just receive. I know people from football that also are doing football YouTubing and stuff that do receive comments as well. And unfortunately, we have got some, how do I say this? Some fans, part of our fan base, don't really get what it's like to live in 2019, I don't think. Also, I was told yesterday that women shouldn't be allowed to go to football. Like, I've never really, you know, something it's actually shocking because, well, it's obviously a brilliant thing, good. I've never received many sexist comments, but it's absolutely shocking when you do receive one as a female. But at the end of the day, I know that people are watching me, and And I know that I'm obviously making a name for myself, and I'm bothering people for some people to actually come back so aggressively towards me. There's many people that see me up Fulham Road that I see at football, especially when I went to the Chelsea game home to Wolves. I was stood in the middle of the road at Stamford Bridge. There was many fans that passed me, some of which I know like give me hate. They didn't say anything to me. Like, if someone wanted to have a discussion with me and actually say something to me in real life, fine. But these people are such keyboard warriors that when they actually see you in person, they don't say anything about it, you know? And I don't want to sound big-headed. I'm going to say it. This is probably like, it takes a lot for someone like me to say this. Because, yeah, I'm not like, I don't like bigging myself up. Yeah, how do I say this? I know, as a matter of fact, that I'm a role model to some people, obviously not everyone, but I know that I'm a role model to some people now. And I feel like sometimes when I'm receiving this kind of hate and people coming back at me with these comments, I know that actually I'm inspiring certain people and I'm a role model to people because I know I am, because I'm getting these messages off people saying you're inspiring me by doing this, because I'm standing my ground. Like, this journey is, for me, is my journey, and at the end of the day, if I lose people along the way, if I lose friends on the way, because if people don't, you might lose friends on the way because people might not agree with what you're doing, if I lose anything, like, I'll just continue going, because I know what I'm doing is something that I enjoy, I love, I'm happy doing it, and at the end of the day, I will continue going on this journey until the end. Like, I'm never going to give up doing some of what I love just because of what people say. And I know it's cliche and as cringy as that sounds, sometimes I feel like I just need to tell you guys how it is. And also, I just want to say this, I don't want any of you guys to be out there worrying and thinking, oh, this really bothers Emma, like, she's really affected by it, she's going to give up on what she loves doing, because that's not the case. I come out on social media and I talk about these things because I want to expose these situations and show my journey and what I go through as a person. I sit here on the camera and I do videos, but I've also got a life outside of that, and I sometimes feel like people maybe need an insight into actually some of the comments that I do get, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to suffer in silence when you are receiving this, because if you shouldn't just let it people just keep coming and coming and coming. You should share your experiences. It's something that people can listen to, be inspired by, and actually realise what goes into what I do and the things I get back off that. I think it's interesting personally, and I think when people open up about these things, it's also quite brave and honest and real to do. I don't think anybody should be scared to talk about their experiences. For example, if I ever see people tweeting out stuff about things they've received or hate or whatever, I find that quite inspirational, because if you've got the balls to actually do this and be able to talk about things that are said to you and the hate you've got, good on you know? You inspire people by being you, and that's, with me, everyone knows I'm a very real person, and as I said, I'm not one of them people that would just fit in to make everyone else happy. I'm unique, I'm different, I maybe stand out for that, but I get noticed. It's and I wouldn't even say I wouldn't say like it's not easy. Like, I generally feel very comfortable as a vlogger and a videoer on YouTube, and happy, and I'm doing what I want to do. Now, I know this video has probably turned into a bit of a ramble and maybe went a little bit off track, but I suppose I just wanted to sit down and share my experience with you guys and just say, if you are like someone out there that gets internet hate, or you do videos, you get hate, you get trolling, whatever, just keep doing you, being you, and going for what you love. You should never hold yourself back or never go after your dreams just because of what people say. And I think that definitely applies for people in secondary school as well. I remember when I was at secondary school, I got a lot of hate off people around me. People were jealous of me, and a lot of people tried to bring me down just because it wasn't like the norm to do like YouTube and stuff and be a bit different. And I'm here on a football journalism course in 2019. I've been on Channel 4. I've been part of the FIFA fan movement. I've met all the Chelsea players. I've done a lot of things that maybe another 19-year-old or someone else might not have done if they didn't care what anyone else didn't think about them. I haven't cared what people have thought about me, and that's why I feel like I'm getting there, you know. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Yeah, but yeah, about that. This is really turning into a ramble, but yeah, as I said, when I say about people like secondary school people or people at school, you chase your dreams and you do you. Now, I know these videos appeal to a younger audience as well, so that's why I suppose I'm talking about this as well. When I look at my analytics, I know that people that are younger are watching them, and you know something, to all of you people out there as well, you do your dreams, you chase your dreams, because that's what I did. Not everyone liked me in school. I was laughed at down the corridors, I was bullied. People actually commenting nasty things on social media to me. Look where I am now. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm famous or anything like this, or I'm really getting to places. I'm just saying that I have been on things like Channel 4. I'm not trying to act big-headed, but in like FIFA and etc. I've been doing that because I've been a bit different. I've stuck to myself and haven't tried to fit in with everyone else, and I'm making a name for myself. And when I walk down the streets at football now, people know who I am. People are wanting photos with me now. Other people have wanted my autographs, and that's because I stick to who I am and I haven't let anyone else bring me down. So yeah, and that's just generally in life to anybody. Anyone watching this video, you do you be you believe what you want to believe, and don't care what anyone else thinks, because if you try to fit in just to impress other people, you're not going to be happy, and also you'll be found out for that. If you put on a front and you're fake, people will call you out for that. It's as simple as that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below all your thoughts and opinions. Well, I don't even know if that was actually relevant to say that at the end of this video, but anyways, but yeah, let me know what your experience is, like if you ever witnessed anything like this. But I just wanted to sit down, kind of talk about, you know, it was needed. And also, guys, I am actually using university equipment because I'm filming coursework, and I thought I'd give it a run through, film this for my YouTube video on this equipment. But let me know what you think of it, because you never know, I do film my videos on my phone, believe it or not, and I have since I've started. You know, I might be up for getting a camera, a tripod, a loud microphone, you know, it's quite good. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, I suppose it's the international break, so this is a video during the international break. Maybe not talking about the most cheeriest, nicest thing, but it was needed. And yeah, up the Chels. Thanks.